how's it going? All right, today I'm going to start this off with a couple of really quick updates, and then I'm going to jump into what you're actually here to see. So first of all, we got my computer taken care of. It actually turns out it wasn't the computer or my camera. The two videos that I really wanted to share with you guys, the files were corrupted when they tried to transfer them. And I say they, meaning the computer and the camera. They tried to help different ways. I brought it home. He said, you know, there's a chance that since it was a Windows laptop, I might be able to transfer the files to an Apple simply because the information still existed on the data card or the memory card. But the answer to that was no, it can't be. So I am not going to have a FabFitFun box opening for you guys, which makes me really sad because there was some awesome stuff I got and I had some great opinions that I felt like sharing. The other one though is one that I can redo. So I'm going to be redoing that one, taking the time for that. So next up, guys, why am I posting this on a Monday and I'm standing here in my pantry? Or in my laundry room or whatever you want to call it. The reason is I am switching things up ever so slightly today. The grocery haul will actually go up tomorrow on Tuesday. First, I want to show you guys how exactly I plan out my grocery hauls. And I wanted to go ahead and share that ahead of time. Also, separate side is because things got really crazy this weekend and my grocery shopping had to get pushed off. I'm actually not even picking up groceries until Monday. So I can't exactly share the grocery haul if I am not even picking them up yet. So that'll go up on Tuesday then, which should be tomorrow if you're watching this when I post it. So there is that. Now guys, let's get down to the business of this. How do I plan out what to get for groceries for our family while attempting to stay in budget? Now guys, this is also a really ironic week to do this in because I really doubt we're going to stay in budget this week, but we'll see how that plays out. All right, so first thing first, on my kitchen counter. Now, yes guys, I am hiding out in this room because we do have 3 Fosters here right now. 2 of them are a respite place that are heading out tomorrow. The other one just rejoined us here this weekend, and there's a whole bunch with that. So I can't have kids showing up in the background of this. Plus a couple of the little ones are watching a movie right now, and the audio from that, I don't need YouTube flagging my videos. So I'm hiding out in here. Anyhow, guys, you can get these little magnetic notepads just about anywhere. I usually pick them up in the dollar section at Target. You can get them at Walmart, office supply stores, whatever. This lives either on the side of our fridge or on the kitchen counter. Typically, I keep it right along with my meal planning book, which has been shifting and morphing again lately too. I haven't been breaking things down by week. This summer has been incredibly busy. So I'm just writing a list of meals that I know I can make and crossing them off as we do, so I know I don't have the stuff for that anymore. That's kind of how that has changed for the summer. That will shift again now that we're moving into fall, back into the school year. So with that said, the rules for the notepad. Everybody in my house knows if they use the last of something or they get towards the last of something, they're supposed to write it on the list. You guys have probably heard me complain lately that that has not been happening. But you know what? I think the fact that I'm not buying stuff that isn't on the list is really kind of shifting things for my family because they're getting a little bit better. Normally, when it comes time for groceries, the last, I don't know, month or two, there's like 2 or 3 things written on here. That's it. This is an entire list. I don't know how much you guys can read on there. There's like 5 different handwritings on here and everything else because they are getting better with it. And for whatever reason, guys, I am continuously shifting my camera because my arms, I must have been doing something extra workout-wise or something lately because I'm having a hard time holding my camera up all of a sudden. So with that said, that is what everybody's supposed to be writing stuff on. That's where I go based off of as I start planning things out. When we get to about Wednesday, which I have really found I have to place my grocery orders on Wednesdays if I want any chance of picking up my order on Friday or Saturday. But as we all know, life keeps happening and I keep not getting that order in time. So I start with that list. I look it over, see what's on there. Sometimes my kids will write things on there that they're hopeful I'll get. Doesn't mean I'm going to, but It's the only way that it has a chance of happening. Then what I do is I make my way in here to, we call this our laundry room because someday we plan to convert it to a laundry room. So that way our washer and dryer is not in the closet in the hallway anymore because that drives me insane. But when we had our kitchen issue right after we moved in, this actually became our makeshift kitchen. I'm actually going to come over here. Now, this room is not like super clean right now or anything, but I wanted to show from this perspective. That's the door that goes out. We do have our full pantry shelves there. There is this space where right now things are just collected. We've got a plant in here because the 1- and 2-year-old that are with us can't stay out of the dirt. But along this wall is actually where we are going to be able to put in washer and dryer hookups. And so that's why this is referred to as the laundry room, because that is the plan, is to do that. I've got a shelf in here that's just got whatnots and all of that. And at the very top, we've got our cleaning supplies and some of that. Keep it out of the reach of the little ones. Keep the vacuum and stuff in here because honestly, when this becomes a laundry room, that's where it'll still live. My plant shelf that's I've had in the living room, it lives in here, as well as this is our paper goods. Got our griddle and some of that, and then our other types of paper goods there. So we've got toilet paper and paper towels and diapers and all of that. So back to all of this. And guys, this matters because this is stuff that I have to restock as well. So I come in here into this room and I take kind of an account of everything because these are staples. You're hearing a kiddo cry out in the hallway. Apologize for that. These are the things that are staples. So I need to come in here, and if it looks like we're getting low on toilet paper, which I know for most households, guys, this looks like a lot. But when you think that on average there's at least 10 people here all day long, typically, that's a lot of toilet paper. So we go through it, and I have to make sure we're not going to run out because that would also be very bad. Same thing with wipes, diapers. We've got methods we go through with that. Back here, I've actually got Kleenexes, and I see right now that we've got 5 boxes of Kleenexes, so we are fine right now. Next week, may or may not need to, because when we open a box of Kleenexes, we don't just have them in one place in the house. They're kind of spread throughout the house. So I get down to about 3 boxes or less, and then I do buy more, just so that we always have more on hand. But I come in here, you know, and I've got staples up here. I've got some rice up there, 2 different kinds. I've got different snacks and whatnot. Snacks have kind of been big lately, and you can also tell what things we go through a lot of versus what has kind of backed off just a little bit. So, you know, we've got plenty of popcorn from Costco there. Got some of our canned goods and some of that. And again, when we go through things, guys, we go through a lot. So I buy like our tomato sauce by the case, but you know, and there's 12 cans in there. Well, that's great. Well, you use 3 cans in a meal, and that's only 4 meals worth right there. So it seems like a lot, but it's really not. I'm moving stuff here, you guys, so you guys can see. So what I am seeing as I'm looking through here is, you know, I've got a thing of baked beans. I've got some pears. I have 1 box left of green beans. Now, typically when I add that to a meal, if it's mixed into a dish, I use 2 cans. If it's standalone and we're doing cheesy green beans or something, we use 3 to 4 cans. So now that I'm down to the last case of that, I am actually going to go put that on my Costco list, which this little notepad that I showed you guys, the very back page is actually our running Costco list. So when we make our trip to Sioux Falls, or if I place an online order, I can do that. But since I've got like 2 cases of tomato sauce still, I'm okay there. I've got 2 cases of diced tomatoes. We're okay there. Those only have 8 each, but we use less, only 1 to 2 typically. I do have beans down there, so we are stocked there still, although even that we will get more of here before the end of the year, because we like the homemade refried beans that I make, and we make quite a bit when we do it. So we go through that. You know, I've got some waters and stuff sitting out here. The Cheez-Its, that we fill up our snack drawer when it starts to get low. The box sits in here. There's some of that stuff, but guys, some of the stuff is stuff we get from Costco. So this isn't my weekly grocery list or anything. So I come in here though, I look, like this is our section for macaroni and cheese. We've got plenty of the red kind. Looks like only 2 boxes of the blue kind. So that's something I would look at and see. Now I will go ahead and admit that prior to even getting groceries yet, I saw that on Target's Cartwheel, the macaroni and cheese, more specifically the blue one, is ringing up at 99 cents instead of $1.19. And then if you use the Cartwheel app and purchase for an in-store pickup, it was an extra 20% off. That makes that macaroni and cheese that's normally $1.20 a box, 80 cents a box. Guys, this is how I do some of my shopping. This is how we save the money we do. So I picked up 10 boxes of that. So that's $8. I need to remember to add to the total tomorrow when we do the grocery haul. You know, we've got our sauces and stuff. It looks like we're good on salsa and marinara, pickles, our syrup, almond butter. We are good on all of that still. I've got another cheesy kale pasta down there that we will go ahead and plan for a dish. So I'll put that on the meal plan. We have got bags of rice ramen. Some of this stuff too, guys, I've said that I had things in my pantry I needed to work through. So like the rice ramen, we have not been using. So now it's time to plan a couple of meals that utilize it. So I'm going to have to get that. As you can see, I'm good on coconut milk and all of that. I'm not seeing anything else in here right this moment other than the macaroni and cheese that's really kind of low. Again, I'm seeing things that we will get from Costco that could use a refresh. This is where we keep all of our bread and stuff. And since Shawn brings that home from work, got a couple bags of brown rice flour down here even that the girls got because they were making a lot of macaroons. But anyhow, I was saying that since Shawn is a bread man, he brings home bread. That doesn't get counted when we do our groceries because he's able to bring it home from work, which is actually a huge blessing for our family. And we would not be able to keep our totals down to what we do if it wasn't for that fact. So very thankful there. But okay, guys, so there is that. Now that we have looked at what the pantry looks like, I've taken stock in that. I've double checked my list that I brought in here with me against everything in here. Verifying that we're actually out of things, because that's the other thing. Sometimes the kids will write things on this list that we're not actually out of. So I have to double check all of that stuff. The macaroni and cheese, I know we are kind of low on, but like I said, I technically already got that, so I will try to remember to include that in the haul tomorrow. Now I'm going to head out to the garage where we have 2 deep freezes and our garage fridge that is a side-by-side, so it's got a fridge and a freezer on it. I'm going to look through that. I know we are pretty much out of all freezer foods. So that I'm going to go ahead, take some stock in, figure out what we do and don't have, add that to the list. Then I go into the fridge, in the kitchen, look in there and see. So let's head out to the garage and take a look at those freezers. Okay, guys, so now we're out in the garage. This is our garage fridge. Then we've got 2 deep freezes. This is where we keep a lot of our stuff. So in here, you know, this actually is such a tiny freezer. This is typically just treats and stuff. We've got 1 of the extra bags of the sausage links that Shawn picks up at Costco. So we really don't keep a whole lot in there, but I do have to come out and take stock in this fridge because things get written on the list and sometimes kids forget to come out here and look. So let me flip it. Coming in here, let's see if that lighting, there we go. So I have hot dogs left out here, so obviously we do not need to get any of that. We have cream cheese still, the stick butter. I have 4 tubs of tub butter. There are 2 blocks of cheese. Oh, now hold on. See, there's another block of cheese there. I do not see any sliced cheese in here or any of that. So now I do know that we will go ahead and get the sliced cheese, but I think I have block cheese written on that list, so I'm going to cross that off. I also know for a fact that almond milk is written on the list. There are 2 jugs out here still, so we do not need to get any of that. I have a single lone kombucha left. It's the cream soda flavor that I picked up in Sioux Falls. Can't get that flavor here, but I do need to go ahead and get some more, but probably not this week because of where we're at with our budget at this point. So there's some of that stuff that you know, we enjoy but isn't necessary. Obviously, we are good on Chobani flips. The kids really slowed down on that all of a sudden. I have a backup thing of ranch out here. That's our refill of Parmesan. We put it in the shaker that's in the fridge inside. I have one more box of crescent rolls. I actually think I have crescent rolls on the list too because I thought we were out. So I've got that. We have got big blocks of butter for baking. 2 more things of Simply Caesar. So we're good there. I've got French onion butter and the cinnamon honey butter. So we're good there. So honestly, so far guys, it looks like I'm crossing things off the list instead of adding, other than the sliced cheese if it's not on there. In here, we've got some slushy mix. We've got frozen Go-Gurt and Freezy Pops. I do have this thing of the chicken bites left, as well as I've got the biscuits down there. So that's a meal that I know we can have, but it looks like in this freezer, that is pretty much what we've got for the easy type meals. We've got frozen streusel bread that we picked up at Costco. There is, looks like there is some chicken breast down in here. So I'm good there. I've got frozen veggies. We keep our hamburger, the bagged hamburger down there that I've shown you guys in the past. We buy the big tube, cut it up, patty it, and freeze. I shouldn't say patty it, but we squish it into a large single patty that's easy to brown, and we freeze it. This freezer, actually this bowl is hilarious because of my husband's job. He gets to work with a lot of vendors, and Central States Fair just happened, and one of the vendors sent him home with a bowl filled with like hard frozen soft serve ice cream. So that's really random, and that's also how we end up with some of the things we do. But more of his chicken sausages because we cannot buy those out here, so we really do stock up when we do go to Costco. These are the spicy chicken sandwiches that just a couple of us like, and it looks like there's probably 4 or so of those sandwiches left. I've got some broccoli Normandy down there. We do have some fries in here. Looks like some of the Target chicken breast. So actually guys, I think I was planning on getting more chicken, but I am good on frozen chicken breast. More broccoli Normandy. This is the stuff that guys, we kind of stock up on. There's 4 bags in each of those, and we do 1 to 2 bags per meal when I'm cooking it into a meal. Otherwise a partial bag when we're just eating it to eat it. And that, yeah, I buy a lot at once, and then I don't have to buy it crazy often. You're seeing down there, those are 2 frozen turkeys that I actually need to break out here soon and thaw. Not only, I guess we're still in summer, but you can buy those really cheap. Actually, I'm gonna flip this and finish telling you guys. So with those turkeys, you can actually buy them really cheap, like the day after Thanksgiving. And it is one thing, because you buy them frozen, bring them home, throw them in the freezer. Who says you can only eat turkey for a holiday? So we keep them in there when we are ready to, need to, feeding a lot of people, anything like that. We do exactly what we do for Thanksgiving. You know, that's something you need to have a little bit of time to prep. We break out the big roaster, we cook it on the countertop, and you know, you can do it 3-4 times a year easily. We buy that ahead of time at Thanksgiving, so we've got one for Easter, a lot of that kind of stuff. So we've got that in the freezer. That is also what helps us stay on our budget, is because I pre-buy stuff like that and we sit on it because it's not hurting it staying in the freezer. Yes, if it stays in there too long term, you could get freezer burnt. Let's go ahead, head in, see if the kids are gonna let me pause the movie so I can show you everything in the fridge and then how I wrap all this up and place my order. Okay guys, so really quick, I wanna show you something. After coming in from the garage, I have started crossing stuff off this list. Because not only did I discover a duplicate, but all of the things that I'm realizing we don't need that got written on here for various reasons. So I don't have to stress any of that, but now I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna look in this fridge. There's one other thing that I realized we would normally keep. We've got, I'm gonna turn here. We've got another door right there. That's actually a small pantry door that I may as well show you guys that too while I look to see, because we have the bacon bits on the grocery list. Now this pantry hold some of our other staples. We have got, you know, Better Than Bouillon in here, because while we use chicken stock, we use that for anything beef. We keep chocolate chips in here, extra garlic, tomato paste. Usually stuff that's just really small, doesn't work very well in the pantry shelves, or just does even better in kind of a dark space. I've got bottles of like different Asian sauces, lime juice, apple cider vinegar, some of that up there. Again, doesn't work very well on those particular shelves that we have in the laundry room. So we keep them in here. I've got my basket of various honeys that used to live on the kitchen counter. We moved it in here so things were a little bit cleaner. These stay hidden up here because if I kept those in the laundry room, I've got several kids that would be snacking on them if they thought nobody was looking. So as I'm looking in here, the place where the crumbled bacon would normally be, it's not there. So I do know that we do need to go ahead and get that. So I'm gonna leave that one on the list, and I keep saying the word so, and I don't know why, other than the fact, guys, I know that this is taking just a little bit to show you guys. This does not take me quite that long to get through myself, but I'm not normally explaining it to someone. So let's go ahead and take quick inventory of this fridge, verify that list, and get that order placed. Okay guys, first thing first, looking in this fridge, I'm going to point out we do have multiple lights burned out up top. So it is kind of dark in here. Let me see if I can hit another light really quick. Okay, that did help a little bit. Not perfect, but we work with it. Up here we've got some leftovers. I told Maya that someone left in here. Frosting that didn't get completely used. The open pickles. We've got some pickle spears back there. Again, leftover refried beans. What's left of this little tub of butter. The Opa-Dippity sauce that is getting closer to its expiration date, but actually still good. Cold pineapple juice. This fridge is not super full, but this cottage cheese is almost empty. We had this little tub of sour cream that is almost empty. That has actually worked out perfectly, so that's probably what we will get again this week. We are pretty much out of the Greek Gods yogurt. Everybody really seems to prefer the black cherry, so I will get more of that if I get more. We've got cream cheese in here as well, so I don't have to stress that. This is an open box of chicken stock from when I made the refried beans the other day. We do have some grapes in here, which I didn't realize we still had. So I always look that kind of stuff over. It looks mostly okay, so I keep that in mind when it comes to buying produce. As you can see, my children do leave empty packages in here. So for anybody who thinks that we've got like the perfect household or something, trust me, we all have the same habits. Here's that Parmesan shaker that we refill. I decided to go ahead and grab this the other day at the recommendation of a friend. It was not bad. I used it in my coffee, but when I compared the nutritional content between that and my almond milk, I was kind of shocked. Said, you know what, it was good, but I'm gonna let the kids use the rest of this for their cereal. This almond milk is less than half. This milk, oh, there's like drops left in this one, and there was none out in the garage. So I need to make sure that we've got regular milk listed on there. We do have open salsa, open garlic. Looks like a little bit of tomato soup left back there that I forgot about. Barbecue sauce that probably didn't fit in the door. And that. So let me go ahead and put this up here. As you can tell, these are our crisper drawers. Running low. I've got those Brussels sprouts I've got to get used up and shown you guys to show you how we cook our Brussels sprouts. And then this is the drawer that the kids tend to like. This is what's left of the sliced cheese, so I'll get more of that. Our lunch meat, like that is all we got. Normally we get, 2 to 4 packages at a time. We're down to a few slices, so we'll get more of that. Pepperoni, there's a partial package and a whole one, so we're good there. A little bit of hot dogs. We've got cheddar brats, so we're good there. The kielbasa. Ooh, I need to clean out that door. And this is all that's left of the string cheese. So, string cheese is definitely going on the list. Sliced cheese is going on the list. Sometimes I will glance through the condiments. But guys, I don't spend a lot of time doing that. Because my children know if they want more of any one condiment, they need to put it on the list. And if they run out, they have to wait till the next week. So, there's that. Okay guys, so we have ran through my laundry room, the pantry closet, the garage, fridge, and freezers, and the fridge in here. I guess the only thing I didn't look in was the freezer drawer in here, but I pretty much know what's in there. And guys, it looks like any other freezer drawer. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you that. So now I know exactly what I need to get. I am going to go on to Sam's Club and Walmart's apps, see what their delivery time, or their order pickup times look like. If I can pick this up in time to be able to do it tomorrow, we will do exactly that. Otherwise, I will be going in the stores to get this just because of the time crunch I'm on and the fact that I ran out of time. And I'm kind of glad I didn't place the orders when I had planned to, because there's no way I would have been able to pick them up with the way the weekend's gone. And that's okay. This is why, guys, I always say you learn to be flexible. So anyhow, guys, that's how we do it. If you have any questions, think I missed anything or whatever, leave that in the comment section down below. I'll do my best to answer it or clarify anything else. As for the apps, they can be found in the app store on your phone. I'm sure you could probably place those orders online too. Same thing with Target when we place that. Anything else, guys? Like I said, leave it in the comment section below. In the meantime, I hope that you're having a blessed day. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss everything else coming up next. And I'll see you in the next one.